Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I've made a lot of mistakes with money over the years, just like you and everyone else. But I've also done a few things quite right. Today I'm sharing the 12 tiny habits that made me quietly rich. No overnight, no fancy, no bling, just real and consistent habits on a daily basis that anyone, no matter your income level, can start today. Number one, track your expenses. I know where my money goes. Every month, I track all my expenses so I clearly know where my money is going every single day of the month. And I use a simple spreadsheet to do that. You can use app. There are several options out there like Mint and some others, or you can just go old school and just basically write down a piece of paper all your expenses. The key here is not how you do it, is that you do it consistently every single day. Create a monthly budget and stick to it always. A budget gives my money direction, and I spend intentionally, not emotionally. I consider myself more of a practical frugal rather than an extreme frugal, as you see in some of the fire movement folks out there. I only buy what I really need, or if I want something, I usually give it some thought for a couple of days or a few days, and almost always the urge passes and I end up avoiding buyer's remorse. Also, this might go without saying. I avoid designer brands, expensive watches and all of those things, or even any trendy fashion. Every dollar has a job and it must align with my values and my end goal, which is financial independence and retire before age 50. Requote and renegotiate services annually. Every year I shop for better rates, whether it's car insurance, home insurance, internet, cell phone, electricity, gas. I basically call them all, right? And you'll be surprised how much you can save just by simply asking. More often than not, they would either lower your rate or provide you some sort of credit or concessions just to keep you as a customer. And if they don't lower the fee, I just take my business elsewhere. I just choose another provider. This is a very low hanging fruit. It only takes 30 to 45 minutes to call the providers, and that helps keep money on your pocket, hundreds, if not thousands of dollars each year. Stick to a grocery list. Okay, this might not be anything new under the sun, but very few people do it and do it consistently throughout the year. I basically shop always with the list in hand, and this tiny habit saves me thousands each year, especially with today's insane food prices. I plan meals, I shop once a week, and I always stick to the list. And I never go to the stores if I'm hungry. That's another one that I realized that always end up costing me more. I don't buy processed food or ultra processed food that tend to be not only more expensive, but they're bad for your health. And also avoid any type of convenience like pre cut, pre chopped, or pre washed salad, or anything that's pre seasoned or pre cooked meals. Those conveniences end up costing you 50%, sometimes 100% more of what would have been if you just go to the shelf, pick up the ingredients, and just do it everything at home. I can cut, fruit. I can cut vegetables. Only takes me a couple minutes to do it, and that saves me a ton of money every year. Number six, delayed gratification. I don't chase trends, and I don't need the latest tech or gadget out there. And also, I don't worship convenience like most people do here in the US. I try to kind of carry on a normal life so that I can have an extraordinary, fantastic life a few years down the road. For instance, if you save $200 a month, right, over a period of 10 years, that $200 would equate to $37,000 savings, right? So that's basically $24,000. That's basically your own money plus the interest that compounded over the years. So it definitely adds up. And it doesn't need to be $200. Maybe for you, $200 might be a lot of money now, but you can start with $50, $75, and then you just increase every month. From 50, the next month you try to do 75, then you try to do $100, and you keep always increasing now the goalpost. So the more you save now, it will actually have a tremendous impact on your retirement income, right? Number 7, max out retirement contributions. Over the last 10 years, I've been maxing out my 401k contributions, not just for the tax savings, since the money grows tax deferred, but also, and more importantly, just to let the compound do its magic over the years and over the decade. The money that you put into your 401k is pre-tax, and most employers also provide for a matching contribution, whether it's 4%, 5%. So I've even seen 8, 10%. Make sure if you cannot contribute to the limit, make sure that you're contributing your 401k enough so that you can benefit from your employer matching contribution. Okay, that's it's basically money for free. That's it. Your employer is giving you money for free, right? That's something that my advice here is stretch your budget, change things here and there, make sure that you contribute to your 401k so that you can benefit from your employer match, which is, again, free money that's just deposited into your account each year. Number 8, automate monthly invest. I invest as if I'm paying bills. Every month, when I get my paycheck, money is taken automatically and it's invested on my 401k, on my Roth IRA. I basically don't see the money. The less involvement and the less effort for my part, the better. And then at the end of the month, right, if I have any money left, then I manually go and save these additional funds. So I invest twice a month automatically when I got my paycheck, and then at the end of the month, if I have any money left for additional investment. Number 9, keep a 3-month emergency fund. Emergencies shouldn't become that. And believe me, they do happen from time to time. Whether it's a new set of tires, or maybe your car breaks down, or your fridge, or AC, or your heater gives up. So those things do happen. So what I do, I keep 3 months worth of cash set aside for those emergencies, and I keep that on a savings account. You can keep it on a money market, in any place where you can easily access that cash when you need it. Number 10, eat out occasionally. No fancy restaurants. I cook 90% of the time, and whenever I eat out, it's casual. I really avoid going to fancy restaurants or even sit down places that tend to be way more expensive. You end up paying for the rent, you end up paying for all their cost, their running cost. So that's why if I do eat out, I try to keep it casual, or I just kind of pick up something on the go. It really shocks me uh, to see people that they eat out daily or sometimes multiple times a day. They do breakfast out, lunch, and dinner. And on top of that, they do sit down restaurants pretty often, multiple times a week. I cook my own food for pennies on the dollar. And not only that, allows me to eat healthier than if I was going out to eat, and also actually saves me time. Right? You might think, well, that doesn't make sense, but it does. When you order food, that's the time that you have to go through the app, order food, or if you're actually driving somewhere, going to a restaurant, sitting down, waiting for the food to arrive, pay the bill. I actually save time by preparing my own food, and I do it twice a week, right? So at the end of the day, I save a ton of money, I eat healthier, and I save time. Number 11, review net worth quarterly. Every few months, I review my net worth. It allows me to see my progress, celebrate milestones, and making sure that I'm going in the right direction. If you're not familiar with the concept of net worth is basically the sum of all your assets, whether it's whatever you have in a checking account, savings account, your car, your house, basically everything, less the liabilities that you have on those assets. For instance, a balance on your mortgage, a balance on your car. So the difference between the two is basically your net worth. And then also making sure that that's kind of tracking towards my long-term goal. I do set annual goals and actually 5-year goals, and then quarterly checking those numbers and making sure that I'm tracking towards those goals allow me to celebrate and also set newer goals that would allow me to achieve my end goal, which is retirement by age 50 faster. And lastly, freedom over flexing. And here's the big secret and the driver of all the other tiny habits and behaviors we talked earlier. I value time and freedom over convenience and stuff. And this is how I'm paving my way to early retirement before age 50. I want to have the time and freedom to do what I love most: go to the beach, go for a hiking, take short trips midweek to beat the crowd, or go on a long trip across the country. No more 2-day weekend, no more 2-week vacation. All right, there you go, 12 tiny habits. This is how wealth is built. No big wins, no lottery ticket, but small wins, small decisions, day after day. If you got value out of this content, make sure to hit the like button below or subscribe for more content. Let's help YouTube disseminate this information across so that more people can wake up to have a more secure financial life and also pave their way to early retirement.